Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's reading. Today's topic is what are some of the qualities that people admire about you? And these are the ones that you don't realize. So you're oblivious to these qualities or talents that you possess. All right. So I hope you understand the topic for today's reading. We have the three cards in front of us for the three pile options. For pile number one, we have Aquarius. Number 11, individuality. For pile number two, we have North Node fulfillment. North Node is Rahu. The number is 33. For pile number three, we have Ceres. It's one of the asteroids, if I'm not wrong. We have number 28 and it says nurture. If you don't connect with the asteroid angle, this gives very much like earth element or the sign of Taurus energy. So you can go with any of these elements, whatever speaks to you. Pick the one that you feel called to. That's your message. Also, I've posted the June monthly predictions. So if anyone is interested, you can join the membership and watch that reading. I will leave a link along with the timestamps. All right, I'll see you in your reading, guys. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. I hope the background noise is not too loud because I have the fan going. It's hot where I'm at. So don't mind the background noise. We have Aquarius, individuality. So people like you for who you are as an individual. If you're someone, pile number one, where you have self doubt or you feel like you're not magnetic, you're not charismatic, you're not charming, or you don't look nice, people don't have a good impression of you, you would be very wrong because people really appreciate, even if let's say you have a particular quality that is not the most desirable or something about you where you could have a lot of insecurities, you could notice all of your flaws, but when people look at you, they don't look at the flaws, they don't focus on the flaws at all, and they really accept you for who you are if you're different, because Aquarius is a little bit of a rebel sort of energy, someone different, someone unique, or someone a little bit of with a quirky sort of a taste. So, unique person, uh, the card itself says individuality. So, very unique. You stand out. And people like you for that quality itself. Whether you realize that or not, this is a strong emphasis with this card coming out for you. It's very different than the other two piles. So, the message I'm really intuitively picking up for this particular pile is to reinforce this idea that a lot of people like you. And more than liking you, a lot of people accept you for who you are. And even if, let's say, you're the dark horse, you're the rebel, you're the person who just goes against the grain, this is what makes you you, and people appreciate that about you. Let's look at some of the other astrology cards that came out for you. We have Taurus. Taurus is connected with speech, resources, family. You can see the keywords if you want to pick up on more of them. But Taurus here, I feel like this is saying a message that you have a unique voice. Use it, because Taurus is connected with speech. Aquarius is your individuality. It comes through with your voice, with your communication. So, more than, let's say, if you dress, a lot of people could have a unique signature look with Aquarius, but it could differ person to person, whoever's picking the pile. So I feel like it's more so about your ideas, your speech, the things that you talk about, and how you talk is where your Aquarius side comes through, your individuality comes through, because you always have a unique opinion on things, or the things that you talk about, things that you value, because second house is things that we value, resources. You could also be someone who has very unique features, facial features, and you could be someone who stands out from your family members specifically. There's something here about you being the odd one out, the dark horse. Maybe not a lot of acceptance from your family members, but from the world at large, you could find a lot of acceptance. And whatever issues, let's say, you're dealing with from your childhood, from your family, whatever it is, don't repeat those patterns with the friendships and outside world, because the same pattern is not repeating there. If you feel like your parents didn't accept you, people in the outside world are more likely to accept you, and perhaps they already do, whether they say it or not. So don't have those insecurities from your childhood play out in the open like that. We do have the fourth house, which is connected with childhood, nourishment, family, mother specifically, your internal world, your intimate world, what you hold close to your heart, something that's dear to you, your emotions, emotional fulfillment, all of that is coming through very strongly. You could be someone who's very sympathetic or like an empath, or you are someone who feels things very deeply and you process a lot inside of you. There's certain people who are just caught up in action, like fire dominant signs. They're always moving, doing something. They like physical activity. Whereas with the energy I'm picking up for your pile, and also because Aquarius came out, Aquarius is air element. Air element is thoughts, ideas, opinions, communication. So I feel like you feel things very deeply and you like to process things, go over things again and again, and analyze things. This is what is something like makes you deep, makes you different from others. We also have Mercury. Again, it's connected with communication, ideas, and also friendship. So perhaps you could make a lot of good friends. You should always be open to friendship. Your friends could have a very positive opinion of you. You could have friends that can feel like family. You find your nourishment through friendship, and also creativity, ideas. When you're doing something, you're starting something. Because, see, Mercury is ideas. Mercury is being curious, being a student, being like a little child who's full of ideas, dreams, hopes, wishes, aspirations. That's your energy. This is where you thrive. I also see that Aquarius came out earlier, air element. Mercury is also very airy. So it's nice. There's a flow of energy with you guys. A lot of people have a similar sort of opinion of you. That's what I'm getting. It's not like one person hates you, one person likes you, one person doesn't think about you. More or less, a lot of people form the same opinion of you. Next up, we have this card rebirth. Perhaps this is speaking about how you need a rebirth. You need a change of perspective. I want to read this card, by the way. Let me pull up the guidebook, what it says on the card. It says it's time to relinquish and release what isn't working for you. It's always difficult to acknowledge an ending, but Goddess of Death is here to remind you that it's the only way to find yourself at a beginning. So maybe it's an inflection point that's happening in your life where new things are beginning. You're maybe embracing your individuality a lot more than you did before. Maybe you're finding more freedom and independence in your life at this point of time. Some of you may be starting working now or moving out of your parents' house or something, you know, where circumstances of your life are changing. So it's presenting you with an opportunity to re-establish yourself, have a new beginning, rebirth. We have the 10th house. Perhaps your career is getting active, your achievements and status in the outside world, it says. So you're someone who's likely to have a public persona, have a big career, have a lot of success in life. You can have a big impact on the outside world with 10th house coming out. So always stay true to yourself, pile number one. And a lot of people, perhaps at your workplace, could also admire you, learn from you. Your persona is quite good. You might not think that way because this is more of like this rebellious side. Some of you could also have Magha Nakshatra, by the way. The aesthetics are that of Magha. But overall, what I'm picking up, Satyabhisha also I'm getting. You could have your perception of who you are and how you're perceived could be very different than the actual reality. That's what I'm picking up. We have opossum strategy, have a backup plan. This could be advice for you, but also opossum speaks about, the animal lies dead. So be strategic. Obviously, that could be advice. Coming back to Mercury, ideas, Aquarius, air element, all of that. But opossum, specifically, this animal is about being a little cunning, being a little clever, presenting yourself as someone who you're not. So embrace your individuality. Be yourself unapologetically, pile number one. People appreciate you for who you are. So you don't have to be someone else. Admire yourself a little bit more. If you didn't find that nourishment, love, support from your family members, doesn't mean you can not find it from your friends, colleagues, or someone else. That's a message I'm getting. Final card, it says recording crystals. The number is 39. You can read this. Check the records. Open your mind to new information. See, this also gives me the same message. You need to be more open to people liking you, people appreciating you, people accepting you. So connect with more people. Be more open. Instead of acting dead, trying to avoid things, you should be more open to things, embrace new people, new experiences. I saw 1111 on the timer. So that was the message for you. People admire you a lot for who you are, pile number one. So yeah, that is it. Please join the membership to support the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hello, pile number two. This is the card we're starting with. Node Rahu, fulfillment, number 33. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of 333 lately. Or maybe some of you need to watch the third pile also. But what I'm seeing here, what people admire most about you are the qualities that they don't have themselves. So whatever it is that's, I don't want to use the word exotic, but that's the word that's coming to my mind. There's something about you which makes you different from the other people. Your taste, your preferences, your style, your fashion, the way you speak, something about you which is foreign to other people, and they like that about you. They almost live vicariously through you. Something about you is very exciting, very like adventurous, something new. People feel very stimulated by your presence. I can sense that. And people want more of it. People really connect with your uniqueness. And people are very open to you. We see the open arms here. Fulfillment, you are also someone perhaps who naturally inspires others, motivates others. You have this energy about you where people feel, I want to be like pile number two. I want to be more optimistic. I want to have bigger goals, bigger dreams, and I want to be more, like audacious in terms of achieving or going after achieving those goals. So you really inspire people to want more, to ask for more. And you have very positive sort of energy, and people are enthralled by you. Something about your appearance, your energy. You could be very magnetic. Whether you realize it or not, you have a very positive impact on people around you, where they feel better about themselves or about their circumstances, or wanting to change their life almost. That's what I'm getting. We have the second house. So this is also about dreams, goals, desires, resources, money, finances, assets, and also see speaking also. People wanting to ask for more. People wanting to build their resources, have more money, have more success, have more glory, have more achievement. We have seventh house. People relate to you. Specifically, the card says relating. We have Saturn, wisdom. So what I'm picking up here with this particular placement, oh, I made a mistake. I was meant to pull a zodiac card, but I pulled two house cards. I just noticed number 2 and 7. So maybe that's significant one way or another. Should I pull a zodiac card? We can take Venus to be quite strong, because we have the second house which is connected with Taurus, seventh house which is connected with Libra. Both are ruled by Venus. So there's a strong Venus energy. Let's take this one. This was at the bottom of the deck. We have Sagittarius. This is also about adventure, traveling, movement, and also wisdom. Going back to the Saturn here. So what am I seeing for you, pile number two? What is it that people admire about you? People relate with you. You are the sort of person to say certain things and people feel like, oh my god, that's exactly what I'm feeling, and I just relate to whatever it is that you're saying. People feel very, I don't know, it's like something they never experienced before, a part of their personality, a part of their life, or something that they have never connected with someone over. So with you, they connect with that side, which was almost like unfulfilled. Here we see the keyword fulfillment. So you kind of fulfill people in a way. You understand them the way other people don't understand. It's interesting. Saturn in second house has come out, which is about not speaking too much, actually holding back. So it's almost as if people don't even say anything, and you can pick up on what are their goals, if the person's feeling happy, upset, what are they wanting to speak about, what is going on with the other person. You can pick up on it without them having to explain it. So they really, people connect with you and they feel understood in a way they've never felt understood before. This relating energy, I feel like they see here also it says best friends. I never noticed that keyword before. You just fulfill people in a very unique way. They feel very seen, they feel very heard by you. Pile number 2, you have a very special impact on people. Interesting. And it's almost isolating. See, I said something misunderstood, something not reflected upon before, something where people feel isolated. They don't feel like there's someone else like me out there. Saturn is that isolation, feeling alone. But then you come along and you kind of make them, you validate them in a way. So that's what I'm seeing here with this combination of the cards. You have a very special sort of a impact on people. We also have this card right here. It says transcendence. I want to read from the guidebook. What does it mean? What is the message here? Mermaid goddess is guiding you through this next stage of your life. So get ready to overcome, transform, and transcend. As always, you have to be the one to make the effort. So start dreaming big. See, what does it say? Start dreaming big. Exactly what I've been speaking about with Rahu. It's all about dreaming big. So people start dreaming big by being in contact with you. We have 12th house. 12th house is also connected with isolation. Does it say this is the area of your life that is overwhelming? You yield to a greater cause or power. So you're a powerful person. 12th house is connected with isolation. So people who are maybe introverts, people who don't relate with a lot of other people, people who perhaps don't have friends or something or the other, where there's this feeling of isolation, feeling of neglect, feeling of lack of connection, but then you come along and you shake things up for them. We also have lion, courage, ask for what you want. See, I said that earlier also, and I did not read this keyword, this I didn't read this line when I was pulling the card. Asking for what you want, speaking up a little bit more, exactly what I said earlier. Some of you could have Leo placements also, but you come along, you give people courage, you inspire them to find themselves and feel more um you know feel better about themselves. And also see, lion is a pack animal, so you bring along this feeling of belonging, friendship, connection. They're going from isolation of Saturn and 12th house to now Leo, a pack. 7th house is also connecting with other people, connection. So one final card I have for you, we have creative expression. This is also very much like Venus energy, creating things. Gives me Chitra Nakshatra. Number 17, creative expression. Also the Falguni is with Leo also. But anyway, you can read this card if you want to. It says be individual. Create something unique and satisfying. So this can be advice for you also, or you invoke this energy in other people where they want to be more creative, they want to be more expressive, they want to live life the way you do. You really do inspire people tremendously. So whether you realize that or not, I think you're just living your life. You're just being you. You don't realize that you have such a big influence on other people, or you can make such a big difference in other people's life. But you have that power. So make use of it. All right. And don't isolate too much. I think if you spoke to people, a lot of people could relate to what you're saying, and you can bring them some sort of a peace or solace for sure. So, yeah, this is what I have for you. Please support the channel by joining the membership. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is something you don't realize about yourself that people really admire. So this is the card you chose. We have Ceres, Nurture, number 28, gives me Taurus energy, Earth element energy. Taurus, see, Taurus has come out strongly with all the 3 piles today, I must say. So whoever's watching today, all of you people really do appreciate you and they see you as an asset in their life, because Taurus is connected with second house of valuables, assets, resources. Coming back to this particular pile, it says nurture on the card. I get this feeling like you are someone who takes care of other people. You have somewhat of this energy of perhaps the mother. You know, certain people who just, especially in a friends group or a group setting, certain people would call the shots. They're slightly more dominating, and we take up different roles within the same group. So you might take up the role of guiding other people, taking care of them, or you're the mother, you're the ones making sure you call others out when, let's say, they're not taking care of their health, or they're slacking, they're not being ambitious, or they're just a little off. You take care of those people, you notice them, and you support them. You're very supportive, you're very motherly, you have that natural instinct to take care of people around you, not just people, animals, nature. You're the sort of person, wherever you go, you make things better. This can also be a difficult role to play, because sometimes people can take a lot from you and maybe not even say a thank you in return. But this particular message today for you, pile number 3, is that people do appreciate you, whether they say it or not. Maybe they don't say it, maybe they're not super expressive, but they definitely feel it. And they have that love for you in their heart, for sure, whether they say it or not. And they really admire your generosity, your nurturing nature, your good heart. People admire that quite a bit about you. We next take a look at all the other astrology cards I pulled. So first 2 cards that came out was Ascendant and Jupiter coming out together. So you could definitely have Jupiter in your first house. Jupiter does give me this energy of a person who's generous. So you are very generous by nature, someone who would, let's say, cook for others or help them out with money, or you're just naturally maybe donating to a lot of causes. You could be quite spiritual also. You give guidance to people, really, um, people who are in need, and you're like always there to support them, especially when people are struggling. So Jupiter has that energy of generosity and wisdom. So I think you carry that for sure. And Jupiter is also someone who people respect and admire naturally, especially when you have Jupiter in the first house, which you may or may not have, but this is the placement that has come out for you in this pile. So, what does it mean? It means you are someone with a big sort of a reputation or a big image, big stature. People respect you, people admire you, people would not disrespect you. That's kind of the message I'm picking up here. So, people respect you a lot, whether you realize it or not. People give you special treatment also, or somewhere you would notice the people around you, your friends, family, how they treat you, and let's say someone else sitting in the same room with you, how they would treat the other person. People would be a good host to you, or they will give you a heads up, or they would apologize when they do something, whereas let's say they didn't make it to some of your event or something, they'll be like, I'm sorry, I really wanted to be there, and they might not extend that same courtesy to the other people in their life. You should really pay attention how people treat you. I think there is a bit of a preferential treatment here. Maybe you are like that. You treat everyone with extra love, care, support, and respect, so people give that back to you. Whether but you are like that with every single person. However, other people only give you that special treatment. They don't treat other people like that. So that's one message I'm getting. I like that how this orange sort of red dress is repeating with two of the cards. A lot of people could find you quite beautiful, and maybe especially with your body, like you're very attractive. They might not say that to you. They might give you very benign sort of compliments, like sweet sort of compliments, but people could find you very, very attractive also. So physically, you are quite appealing. And again, I feel like people keep it very PG and very sweet, but really they find you quite hot. That's one message I'm picking up. We also have 11th house, which is connected with friends. We also got Gemini, which is the zodiac sign we connect with. Third house of friendship also. So we have two cards that are connected with our friends group. Third and 11th, Gemini and Aquarius. So I think a lot of your friends admire you a lot. They find you attractive also, a lot of them. And generally, they admire you, respect you, care about you, and they notice you as a person who's very sweet. People learn a lot from you. And overall, a lot of people see you as a positive, like a net positive, an asset in their life. You're not the sort of person to take something away from others, you only add to them. You make things better wherever you go. So you have and see, coming back to Jupiter is one of those. Jupiter and Sun, these are the two planets we connect with positivity. So whenever I'm doing a reading which is connected with evaluating someone's character or personality or how people perceive you, people's perception of you, Jupiter or Sun coming out tells me that people admire you, respect you, they see you in a positive light. Two planets connected with positivity that have come out. And also, Sun is the significator for the first house itself, ascendant. So, see, I didn't realize that before, but yeah, Sun and Jupiter both have an influence here. So, giving you out of the three piles today, possibly the most people in terms of numbers, out of the three piles today, you might have overall average the most positive. That's what I'm seeing. And speaking of sun, look at the next card. This is very sunny. This card always gives me sun vibes, almost like this is the sun. But obviously, we have the lion. Lion is connected with the sign of Leo, fifth house energy. It says healing. I want to read from the guidebook what it says. Okay. Lion is goddess of destruction and healing, shows you the power of breaking things down in order to rebuild them better. It's time to do just that. She'll send you messages in your dreams about what will help you transform during your next evolution. So, this could be a message for you, pile number 3. Take it as it resonates. Overall, people see you as a person who can give them a reality check, but also support them in times of needs. So, you bring a little bit of destruction in a positive way, constructive criticism. Speaking of which, we do have Virgo, which is connected with criticism, but also you bring healing. So you're supportive also. You want people to do better. So you are genuinely one of the few people where other people feel like this person wants me to do better. Because mostly people are just looking for their own selfish motivations. People are jealous, envious of other people's success. You're not one of those people. You're genuinely rooting for other people, and people notice that and admire that about you very strongly. Coming back to Virgo, read these keywords. Actually, these are not keywords, sorry. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble with the discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. This is your energy. Very putting in the labor, putting in the hard work. Again, we see very nature like image here. Earth element is very strong for you. Very caring. And see, I said earlier, you take care of people around you, also animals and nature around you. And I'm also noticing here it was saying there's a time for transformation. And I'm noticing the butterfly wings here. So it's time for a change. Something about Perhaps some sort of a glow up is coming your way. That's what I'm getting. We have porcupine, innocence, free yourself of guilt and shame. You might feel guilty sometimes when you're not able to help people or you're not able to show up for people. I think you should feel less guilty over that. And you should also somewhere start putting yourself first. It's nice to nurture other people, but most importantly, nurture yourself also. And don't lose the innocence. Don't become jaded, help people too much and then get betrayed and get hurt over it. It's important that you put yourself first. If you're your happiest, healthiest, you can really help other people also. But if you're depleted, there's not much you can give to other people. So make sure your cup is full so you can pour into other people instead of emptying yourself for others. And maintain your innocence. Don't let that go. Don't let negative emotions or negative people, I should say, negative experiences affect you, take away your innocence, and free yourself from guilt and shame. That's a big message for you. Final card, we have blessing. A lot of people see you as a blessing for sure, whether you realize it or not. Sometimes you might focus on all the things you said no to. When people asked you for help or a favor, you said no, and you hold on to that instead of, I've helped this person so many other times, or I'm really there for my friends. I really show up for the relationships in my life. So why not focus on the positive and let go of the negative a little bit? People see you as a blessing. Number 27. Which one did we have here on this card? 28. 27, 28 are coming out. Okay. Give blessings. Use your power to light up the world. I think you already do that. Read this message. I think it's for you. There's one more thing I'm getting here. It says give blessings. You might also have the ability to bless people with your speech. So say positive things always, especially about yourself. All right. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonated. Please support the channel. You can do that by joining the membership. I've posted the June monthly predictions if you're interested. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.